going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back in on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to all of you visionaries, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. We are back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with another one. Of course, I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course, and we are back with another great show lined up for you guys. So if you are here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you start out by hitting that like button. Hit that like button for me, fam. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, family. After you hit the like button, make sure you share the show. Share the show. Share it on your community tab, your Discord servers, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that you share content. Make sure you share this show. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me get over here and give some shout outs while you guys hit the like button and share today's show. Shout out to Matt. What's good, Matt? Good to see you, bro. Shout out to my brother, the #1 grinder in the building. Salute my brother. Shango Zulu in the building. Salute, salute. Miss Shaw Willie in the building. Greetings to you. Let's see who else up in here. Shout out to Letitia in the building. Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? Kari D. What's up, Kari D? Garnetta Brown. She says, hello. Do you feel that the decision, what will people feel? I would really love to get your opinion, and hopefully you'll be doing that in your message. Oh, yeah. We're gonna speak about that, Miss Garnetta Brown. But y'all know over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we're going to speak on the man part of the situation. So that's what we're going to speak on, Miss Garnetta Brown. But I appreciate your support as always. Shout out to Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Always coming through and holding down the Chizak. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Shaw Newsom in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to my man, Bob. What's good, Bob? That's my guy right there. Salute, my brother. Salute, Astral Atmosphere. What's up, bro? What's going on? Pardon my presence. What's good, man? What's good? He said, I'm guessing it means nothing for men. We have full control before it even gets to the egg. We chilling. Oh, nah. maybe guys like you, bro. Maybe guys like you are chilling, but oh no. There's a huge outrage behind this. This is why this is a big topic. All the male content creators who partakes in SBE, which I gotta shout out Ty City and Ramil for that. That's just what it is. You gotta give credit where credit is due. SBE is what they're using behind this whole Roe v. Wade being overturned. But see, this is why I asked the question, what does this mean for men? Because see, don't think that now it's just all on them again. No, it's not. Now, to the men who have been using abortion also, what does that mean? See, y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do with the topics. I'm always going to put my own spin on it. I'm always going to come at it in another way. And see, I was not even going to speak on this. I wasn't going to speak on it. But ever since this has been overturned, it seems like dudes have went on a SBE tirade. What is SBE? Shame, blame, and explain. Shame, blame, and explain. It has opened the SBE floodgates. Now, Instead of brothers getting up here, come on, with these little bugs. One thing I learned with getting new equipment and stuff like that, boy, do it attract them little gnats. Boy. But it has opened the SBE floodgates. That's what it has done. It has brought other male content creators to come out and to start blaming women again for some shit. It's let's always find a way to put it back on women, to blame somebody. And I'm tired of seeing this shit from men. I'm tired of it. Because see, you can't talk shit about manhood and masculinity, and then on the other hand, always put yourself in a position where you've never had any control. You've never done nothing wrong. You're always a victim. We got to stop that shit. We have to stop that shit. See, because you can't do both at the same time. You can't be a leader and a victim. You got to pick one. You got to pick one. And this is what I'm seeing these dudes are doing. They're going back, finding a reason. See, we told y'all abortion was wrong. See. Instead of men looking at the situation and saying, well, what does this mean for the men who wanted their children? You see, these are the men who should be stepping up and speaking about it. See, because a lot of you niggas used abortion as birth control, just like them women. I don't want to hear you on here shame, blaming, and explaining if you ever paid for an abortion. I don't want to hear this shit from you. If you've paid for abortions, if you've bought Plan Bs, shut up. Shut up. Because then that means you're pro-choice. That means you believe that, yes, we should have the option to get rid of the kid because you've gotten rid of a couple. You see, this is why I want to speak on this. What does this mean for men? What does this mean for you reckless dick niggas? What does that mean for y'all? You know, the ones that can't stop. The ones that just got to smash everything they see and be around. What does that mean for guys like you? You know, the one that had 2-3 abortions when they was in their teenage years? Yeah, you niggas. Yeah, you. Because didn't your mama pay for your first abortion that you had by your girlfriend when you were 17? Who paid for that abortion? Your mama, right? So what are we talking about? We need to stop the capping. Acting as if now we've always was against them. Nigga, no, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. If you was against abortion, you wouldn't have got burnt when you was 14. Half you niggas had crabs when you were young for running around being sexually irresponsible. And when you running around not strapping up as a man, what do you think comes from that? 2 things, a baby and a disease, nigga. And a lot of you niggas had both of those. You had both of those at a young age. We're not talking about grown men. A lot of you dudes done had STDs. A lot of you dudes done had abortions in your teenage years. A lot of you dudes right now will have 30-year-old children. But thanks to abortion, your oldest is 12. So don't get up here. Oh, see, we've been saying this. Get out of here. It's cap. It's cap. The men that need to be speaking up are the men who wanted their children and them women aborted them. See, I got a brother who that has happened to, where he was with a woman who was pregnant with his child and she aborted it. He wanted that child. It was aborted. Those the men that need to be talking about this shit. Not you niggas who done paid for abortions. Not you niggas who done paid for Plan B pills. Not y'all. See, what does this mean for men now? That's the real question. That's the real question. What does this mean for men? Because a lot of you dudes were forced into being fathers. A lot of y'all didn't want to be fathers. Y'all didn't. This is why a lot of y'all done paid for abortions. If you done paid for abortions, please don't speak on this topic. Because you're a walking contradiction. You're a walking contradiction. Okay? Either you're for abortion or you're not. And let me explain this to you too. To you brothers too. This whole abortion shit, and I'm speaking of brothers, black men. All this abortion shit has nothing to do with black women. Let me repeat that again. This abortion shit that was just overturned has nothing to do with black women. Has nothing to do with us. This has something to do with the white race. Do your history. Go do your homework. Don't get mad at me. I don't care if you're not pro-black. I don't care about it. The facts are the facts. You don't have to be pro-black to understand the effects of racism in this country. I don't care what you're talking about. You don't have to be pro-black to understand the facts. And the facts is white women, the white race, has been dying off for years now. And the problem that they've been having is low birth rates. Low birth rates. The white women who are having children, a lot of them are having children by other races of men. They had to outlaw abortion because the white race is dying. I don't care if you're not pro-black and none of that. Those are facts. Okay? This shit don't got nothing to do with us because they want black women to keep aborting their children. Who does that hurt? That don't hurt the system. Black women not having children? How does that hurt the system? How? We want black women to abort their fucking kids. We don't want white women to. We don't want white women to have pro-choice. See, this has nothing to do with black women. This has nothing to do with us. While you goofies is getting up here speaking on a problem that has nothing to do with black folk. Our birth rates has never been a problem. Okay? We don't have a problem with having children. Okay? So you dudes look like clowns just finding something to shame black women about. when this shit don't have nothing to do with black women. This is a white woman problem. This is a white America issue. It has always been. It has always been. But of course, they sprinkle a little pepper and a little sazon in there, a little black and a little Latin, to make you niggas think this is a world problem. You know, we do some abortions on a couple of black women and Latino women, and then you start thinking that all these women are just doing this. No. All you got to do is look at the birth rates. Who's having a problem having children? Is it black folks? Huh? Is it black folks? No. Black women, no matter how much welfare they get on, no matter how much Section 8 they get on, none of that shit trumps them being able to have kids. See, because guess what? White women are on Section 8. There's more white women on Section 8 and food stamps than it is black women. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look how long white America has been having this problem with not being able to birth white children. This is the problem. The white population is dying. So they have to outlaw abortion. Stop these white women from killing their kids, or we will be extinct. Because the other group of white women then had a bunch of mixed kids. You know, the catch me outsides type of chicks. You know, the pogs that black men like. Why do you think black men like them? Because white women are having kids by them. They're having mixed children. The pure white race is dying. There's not a lot of pure white people left. They're becoming endangered. This is why they outlawed abortion. So you got to understand certain shit. Instead of just getting up here, finding a way to say, oh, we done told these women. We done told these women. Stop with that dumb shit. Because what that means for you, let's just say it's about all women. Let's just say it's about all women, even though we know it's about white women. Let's just say it's about all women, right? Then what does that mean for all men? That means that when you fuck up and get drunk and bust a nut in her, there's no plan Bs. There is no morning after pills. There is none of that. There is no cover up for your dereliction. You see? There's no cover up for your dereliction no more. A lot of you black men have used abortion to cover up your dereliction. So if it was for if this was about everybody, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you? Does that mean you still can run around and be free Dick Willie? Can you still be free Dick Willie? Huh? Because what's going to cover up your dereliction now? Explain that. Explain it. Explain that. Because I know a lot of you niggas didn't even want your children. You done got up here and said it. So don't get up here and act like, oh yeah, brothers, we got the upper hand now. Like a lot of you niggas wanted to be fathers or something. When a lot of you niggas didn't. You done got up here and admitted it. That's why you hate child support. You hate child support because you wasn't ready to be a daddy. That's all that shit is about. That's why most niggas hate child support. Because if you had the bread when you had the child, you would have paid it. You wouldn't have had no problem with it. At that time, your ass couldn't afford it. You wasn't ready to be a father because you were being a fucking derelict. You was running around being free Dick Willie, thinking that I done heard dudes say out their mouth, "Oh, I can't get chicks pregnant." You know how many niggas done said that? I can't get chicks pregnant. My nut don't work. Now they got 8 kids. These are the niggas that's mad at child support. These niggas who were derelicts and who thought that a female was going to help them cover up their fuck up. See, some of these women didn't help them do that at 17, 18, 19 years old. And then you blamed her for ruining your life. Y'all ruined each other's lives. How about that? Because that child belongs to both of you. Don't just belong to her. It's yours too, nigga. It's yours too. It's yours too. See, what you dudes like to do on the internet is you like to think you could play both sides of the field, and you can't. You can't get up here and talk shit about how powerful men are and how this comes from men and that comes from men. But then when it's time to stand up for that shit, niggas bow down. You can't do that, bruh. You can't do that. So if you dudes really believe that a lot of these women should give their children to the fathers, then bring it on. Bring it on. Now that abortion is illegal, tell them you don't want my baby, bring them to me. How many of you niggas are actually going to do that? How many of y'all are prepared to do it? Most men aren't prepared to take on the children. That's why they're left with the parent, the mother. A lot of you dudes are not even prepared. Are you prepared to take your 3 children and have them come live with you every goddamn day? Are you ready to maintain that? It's easy to talk shit about women who are not holding it down. See, it's easy to do that, but are you prepared to do it? Are you prepared now to take these kids from these mothers who don't want them, who actually wanted to get rid of them? So now they can't get rid of them. Are you men willing to step up and take your kids? Because remember, you don't believe in abortion. So are you going to be right there to say, hey, here, give them to me. Give them to me. I'll take care of them. Me and my family will take care of them. How many of you dudes in the chat room are ready to do that? Press 1. Press 1. Since you want to be combative and try to make a moot point, are you prepared to take your children with you? My bad, y'all. Hit the mute button. Are you prepared? Are you prepared to take on your children every day? Because the mother can't get rid of them no more. She can't just get rid of them. So if she don't want the child that she bared from you, are you ready to take the child and raise them your goddamn self and raise them the right way according to their father? Are you prepared for this, brothers? Because instead of us sitting around participating in SBE behind this situation, brothers should be preparing to take their goddamn kids. Brothers should be preparing themselves that if they was to encounter a woman like this, that they're prepared, that the children don't suffer or the child don't suffer. Are we ready for that? See, what does this mean for men? See, don't use this as a time to just SBE women, because that's what y'all doing. But what are you going to do now? Because now there's more responsibility on a man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You still gonna leave your child around a woman who don't want him? Are you still gonna do that? Or are you prepared to go get your children? Are you prepared to take them at birth? Hmm? And see, that's the problem, Shaheed. Don't start talking don't see what you like to do. You like to move the goalposts. Don't talk about divine law. We talking about the court. We're talking about the institution of the courts. We're not talking about divine, we're not talking about divinity. Okay? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Stop that. Stay on course. We're not talking about divine law. Okay? We talking about what's happening on the land. And if these women cannot have abortions anymore, what does that mean for men? What does that mean? Just answer the question. What does it mean? What do men have to do now? Exactly. You have baby mom. You're not feeling that. I know you're not. I know you're not, bro. Listen, any man that's worth his salt don't agree with, they not with it. But what does that do? What does that mean for the man? That adds extra responsibility to us. Because you may go out and have a baby with a chick who don't want to keep your child. But you want your child. So now you have to take them. See? Now men have to be in a position where they could take their children. Because these women can't just kill them now. These women can't say, "Oh, I had a baby with a dude I don't like, a dude I don't trust. I'm gonna try this again." See, she can't do that no more. Where does that put you as a man? See, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. We're not talking about who fault it is and get off that la la merry-go-round song and dance shit. When it's kids out here who need parents. Okay? So what are we gonna do? What does this mean for men? What does that mean for men? You see? He said abortions are not illegal. If they live in a city like New York, it would have absolutely zero impact on abortions at all. That makes sense. Yes, it does. It's only outlawed in certain states. I understand that. But my point is this. Let's stick to the point. See, y'all like to run back to the numbers to get off of the point of what men are going to do. Don't browbeat me with the numbers, bro. What are we going to do as men? Okay, you in New York. Do you know how many people done moved out of New York? What are the men going to do that are in these states where it's no longer allowed? What are they going to do? That's my point, bro. Because we're dealing with see this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. Men are not looking at the big picture. We caught up in snapshots and frame shots of life. We're supposed to be visionaries. We're supposed to see further. So if we're with a woman that is not conducive to us, but we have a child with her, your focus should now be on the children. Your focus should now be on the children, not on what she can't and can't do. This is my point. See, because that's what this whole thing is about. That's what it's about. It's about reproduction, children. That's what this is about. This is not about mating. This is not part of the whole gender war discussion that y'all trying to make it a part of. See, that's what y'all doing. It has nothing to do with that. This has something to do with children. That's what this has something to do with. So as men, that's what we need to be speaking on. That's what we need to be speaking on. How is this affecting children? How is this going to affect children? Because that was the whole reason for them overturning it. As I said before, this is affecting white America. There's less and less pure white children. You see? This has nothing to do with what you black dudes on YouTube are focused on. Has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with you saying, oh, see, we told you we was right. No, this is bigger than your ego, nigga. This got something to do with kids. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Come on, man. Come on. See, this is the problem with dudes. He just asked me, how will you decide what a man's duty is? Because I'm a man and I have sons. And I've had a father who taught me what a man duty is. Why would you ask me a silly question like that, brother? And you a man yourself. Shout out to 1G in the building. You a man yourself, my brother. What do you mean? How am I deciding what a man's duty is? What type of question is that? What type of question is that? What type of question is that? You a man yourself, so you don't decide what men do, and you a man. So how do you know what you doing is of a man if a man haven't taught you what a man's duty is? Like, come on, man. Stop that. Come on, man. So if you suggesting black men protect themselves from BWs, then you have, bro, that's what bro, just keep listening, bro. See, this is the point I've always had with dudes in this space. Instead of y'all listening to understand, you listen to react. And that needs to stop. That needs to stop. Because that's exactly what I'm saying, brother. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And as a man, my brother, not only do you protect yourself from women, but you protect your children. Because see, sometimes as men, you got to protect your children from their own mama. And we notice. A lot of us have saw guys go through shit with messed up women and how women will be spiteful and do shit to the children. So not only do you have to protect yourself, but you got to protect your children. You see? You got to protect your children. So this is what I'm telling. This is why I'm asking guys, what does that mean for men? What does this mean for us as being parents? That's what I'm focused on, my brother. You're here to respond. I mean, react. That need to stop. Because at the end of the day, the goal over here and what is known over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and you notice I'm about agency, bro. We are our own agency. Black men. Because we know outside of that, there's not a lot of agency for us. No one cares about what black men are dealing with. So if nobody cares about what we dealing with and what we going through, why the hell would they care about our kids? And if these women are so messed up, and which a lot of us brothers deal with fucked up women. See, we gotta stop skipping over that too. A lot of us have dealt with fucked up women. A lot of us have had children by women that we know we wasn't supposed to have children by. Whether she kept the child or not, you shouldn't have been fucking raw. A lot of you dudes don't like the way y'all are irresponsible. This is my point. What does this mean for men? It's time for dudes to straighten up. See, because a man who sits around and blames everybody for everything that go on in his life is an irresponsible man. You're irresponsible. You're immature because you still think that everything that happens to you is because of someone else. And this is what I want brothers to get into, that mindset of everything that I do and the results that come from it, some form of fashion, I played a part in this. I played a part in this. I played a part in getting a woman pregnant who wouldn't even want to have my child. You see? You see? You see? And this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem because what we like to do is we like to come online and act as if as men we've done everything right. We've done everything right. But all I hear you niggas do is complain. So if you've done everything right, what is there to complain about? What is there to complain about? If you've done everything right, what is there to complain about? You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. You can't sit up here and say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, and then cry about some shit on top of it. You can't say you a high value man, but you're crying about shit. You're crying about child support, but you a high value man. So what you crying for? What you crying for? You a high value man. You know that this shit ain't about being fair. Fair is where they judge pigs. Fair? Fair? Since when the white man played fair? The white man plays so he could win. And this is my whole point too. You dudes are getting all involved with this Roe v. Wade shit when this shit ain't even got nothing to do with black folks. This ain't even got nothing to do with black folks. While you sitting up here judging other black people behind some shit they got to say about white folk. This shit ain't even got nothing to do with us. And you dudes is sitting around investing and talking a bunch of shit. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Black people don't have a problem having kids. Black people have a problem with raising children, not having them. Okay? That's my point. That's my point. Show discipline in our mating choices. That's a fact, Sharif. That's a fact. That's what brothers gonna have to do now. Stop being free Dick Willie, like a lot of you old dudes were. You were free Dick Willie. That's why you got multiple baby mamas. Because you was sexually irresponsible. And instead of you teaching against that shit, you don't even say nothing about it. You just act as if, oh, that was just in the past. No, nigga, address your fuck ups. That's what men do. Men address where they fucked up at. Men, that's how you teach your sons. You don't just teach your sons shit that you read, you teach them through experience. Son, it is not profitable to be out here acting like free Dick Willie. You're going to end up like your dad with multiple children, with multiple women, and your kids' siblings are going to have trouble creating a bond because of my free Dick Willie ass. That's how we supposed to be talking to young men today. Since we talking about wisdom. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. So how are we applying what we know if we still sitting around crying about some shit we didn't do? We need to be focused on our children and stop focusing on these women. Because after you fuck up with her and there's a child involved, that life is more important. That's the life you're responsible for. You're not responsible for her no more because you're not her man. You're not responsible for your baby mama. You're responsible for them kids. That's all you need to be worried about. And you need to be focused on teaching them not to do the shit you've done. So guess what? Abortion will never be in the goddamn plans for my kids. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. You know why? Because my sons are not running around thinking about fucking everybody. Because he looks at things in life that's more important than that. You see? And that's what needs to be taught. You want to start laying pipe when you ready to start laying down a foundation for a family. That's what I teach my sons. If you're not ready to have no children, keep your dick in your pants. Trying to impress a woman with your sex game should only be your wife. Unless you ready to take care of multiple households. If you're not ready to do that, focus on you, son. Focus on you. Stop focusing on trying to impress women. Because see, a lot of you dudes are in the positions that you are in life trying to impress abroad with your dick game. A chick that was never yours. A chick that you met outside on the street. And for years, a lot of you men have done that. And that is the shit that ruined your life. But you won't accept that and you won't admit that to yourself. You want to keep blaming them. You want to keep blaming them instead of you looking at your lifestyle and your behavior. Don't you know when we was young, we used to stand on a corner and try to get women. We used to stand on a corner. Now that I'm a grown man, I look at that shit like, damn, nigga. No wonder you and your homies was dealing with the women y'all was dealing with, even when y'all was young. Y'all niggas was standing on a corner. We wasn't going to libraries to get no women. What? Nigga, we was on a corner. Flatbush in church. We was on a corner. We was on corners. Nostrand. We was on corners. Albany Avenue. Trying to get women. We on 40 Deuce. 12 o'clock at night. Where the hell we thought we was going to find something of quality at there? But see, now we learned that that's not no shit you do. Because you going to get what you going to get. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn in the building. Charles Ramsey, salute, family. It's Akuma in the building. See, we don't... See, the problem is over time, with dads not being around, OGs not being around. Shout out to OG Sonny Blanco. He's one of them that's around. That's an active OG. With those guys not being around, man talk has become bitch talk. Yeah, I said it. Man talk has been, you dudes' version of man talk is bitch talk, because all you talk about is hoes. And what these hoes not doing, and what these hoes gonna do, and if these hoes gonna fuck. That's man talk now. That's bitch talk. See, back in the day, man talk was about teaching and schooling the men. You niggas ain't schooling nobody no more. Y'all need to go back to school. You're not schooling nobody no more. That's why these young dudes don't want to listen to you. Because all you're sitting around doing is trying to tell him how to be. And you ain't took none of that advice. None of it. You still trying to fuck the young girls he fucking. See, back when shit was still good in the streets a little bit, when I was younger, the millennials, because see, after the millennials, all the masculinity that was in the streets are gone. It's gone now. It's gone. It's gone. The millennials are the last generation of men who have remnants, of male teaching. We have remnants of it. We're the last generation who've actually had to sit down with men and let men teach them something about being a man. We were the last generation who sat down and actually had to talk about sex. And we had guys telling us what to do and what not to do. You see? What does this mean for men? Fuck what it mean to women. What does that mean what does this mean for us? We're the other part of it. We're the other side. What does that mean for men? See, we don't like to have real conversations no more. The conversation is you dudes are jaded. Jaded men cannot teach men nothing. If you jaded, just go home, relax, and live your life until you die. You can't teach nothing. because you jaded. You jaded. You done let life jade you. You done let these women jade you out of being a man and staying vibrant. This is what a lot of you dudes have done. And then you wonder why you don't get no respect. Because you don't do what men do no more. Men are supposed to teach. Men are supposed to give the opposite side of the argument. Not just sitting around trying to be part of the female conversation and trying to argue all day and be a contrarian. See, that's all feminine shit that a lot of dudes done got caught up in over time because you've become jaded. Because you actually stop valuing yourself. You see? Because we allow ourselves to be misused because we don't see how valuable we are. You see? And this is why I tell guys to be honest with themselves. It's Akuma say, I'm 30. I'm way over blaming women, to be honest. Come on, man. Come on. What quality of life would you have if you still at a certain age blaming everybody for your life? You have a fucked up life. You have a sad existence. And this is where I want brothers to get away from. I want brothers to stop marching toward the life of nothing, dying in misery. I want brothers to understand that that's a choice. That's not a fact. That is not something that is going to happen because you're a man. And this is what a lot of these guys are saying. Like, oh man, what you saying don't mean shit. Man, this is just what it is. See, I don't want to talk to men like that. You've retired from life. Go sit down. With all due respect, you have retired from life. Go sit down. Go sit down and make sure you eat every day and you be okay. Okay? You can't teach me nothing. You checked out. You have no hope. You don't believe in nothing no more. You don't know that shit will change if you continue to do the right things. You've given up on that. So if you gave up on that, you can't teach men nothing. You can't do that. You can't, because you're not in the game. You on the bench. Nobody cares what the players got to say on the bench until they go sit on the bench. You see? So you got to be in the game to talk. You have to be active. You see? See, because that's what these young men need. You could get on the internet and say all the shit that you want to say. You could get in the chat box and argue and try to be as profound as you want to be. But what are you doing? Are you accessible? No. You put up somewhere. You put up somewhere. What does this mean for men? And when I say what does this mean for men, what does this mean for men as us being fathers? Another thing that dudes in this cyber world are telling men not to become. How you advise men to not be, how do you advise a man to not become a father? Hmm? How do you advise men to not become fathers? Then why the fuck are they here? Don't you know all of this other shit is just background noise? Being fly, having cars, living a life of luxury, having money, having great jobs. That's the details of life. You know what the main idea is? To have goddamn children. That's the main idea. The main idea is for you to make sure that the human race continues. That's the main idea, homie. You having a good job and graduating from school, and that's the background. That's supporting details, homie. Your whole purpose for being here is to have and raise children. That's your whole purpose. That is the purpose for having sex. Procreation. See? Men need to understand this. The young men of today, they need to understand this. Humans have made sex fun. We've made it fun with our minds, the human mind. We made sex into art and you know, coming up with different moves and all that type of shit. That's from us being human. That we realized sex was very enjoyable. We realized we can have sex whenever we want. Humans did that. But the purpose of it all is to reproduce, is to procreate. This is what you're supposed to be doing with your dick. Your sons need to know this. Yes, he's gonna have sex for fun also, but he needs to understand his biological imperative. So why, as men, we up here telling brothers not to have children? You telling him to go against his biology. You doing what white folks want black people to do, which is abort their children. So their numbers could even up with ours. Those are not facts. Those are not facts. Look it up. Look at the white woman's birth rate and how many children that these white women are having a year that are pure white. That are pure white. Remember this. Of course, everybody in the world is mixed up. We all know that now. But there's still pure Asians, there's still pure blacks, and there's still pure whites. You know who have the lowest birth rate? Pure white women. They're not having pure white children anymore. You know what they're doing to their pure white children? They're aborting them. They're aborting them. But guess what they are doing? They're having mixed children. See, they're having John Tavius' son. See? They're having Marquette. They're having his sons, these white women. And I'm not talking about Satan Center. That nigga just got a ghetto ass name, Marquette. You know he from the hood. That's a hood name, Marquette. You know, mamas in the hood, they make up names. They make up names. His name is John Tavius. You see? These white women are having they're having the black man baby. They having the Spanish man baby, the Latin man. They having his baby. They aborting white babies. They're aborting them white men. Them white men, they white husbands that's getting them pregnant, they're aborting them. And they having babies by their black side pieces. Pay attention. So you know what's going on in the world. This is what's going on. And this has been going on for a long time. You see. See, I'm going to just say this. I ain't really want to go into it, but I'm going to say it anyway. The reason why a lot of white women has always used abortion is because a lot of these white women were raped by their brothers, by their fathers, by their grandfathers, and they were impregnated. This is why they allow white women to have abortions. Because, see, remember, black women, they did forced abortions on black women. You see? They made abortion cool to black women. Sold them a dream. We already know that. But see, the real reason why these white women were getting abortions is because they were getting pregnant. It's called incest. So they were aborting their grandfather's babies. Are these facts or nah? Are these facts or nah? See? But they don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about that. Right, Shaw. I see you, Shaw Newsom. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. That's the whole. And now, with white women doing that for so long, but having these mixed babies, the pure white race is dying out. Something that a black man predicted years ago. That the white race will soon be extinct. See, white folks always knew that. That's why they outlawing abortion. But you black men run around here. What does that mean for us? Oh, look, you can't give away your kids anymore. Dog, just sit back and this ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Kari D said it's true. One of my white neighbors actually did this. Come on, man. Come on, man. All you got to do is watch SVU. All you got to do is watch SVU, Law and Order. They show you it all the goddamn time. They show you it all the time. You see? You see? I just said some shit. I just dropped a bomb on y'all. Shout out to the Pro One theologists. Salute. Just dropped a bomb on y'all. You see? So what does this mean for men? If you're in a state and abortions are no longer accepted, what does that mean for you? Can you now fuck up one night and send her to the clinic? I know dudes that done had chicks get 4 or 5 abortions before they even had one child. Oh, but that's the woman's fault. I know, we all know dudes who done finesse women to go get abortions. And then we come online and act like abortion is so fucking bad. This is the problem I got with a lot of you dudes, man. You dudes be up here capping. You dudes be acting like certain shit didn't happen in real life because y'all living in internet time. Y'all want to sit here and act like you and your homies wasn't running down women and your homies was paying for abortions when y'all was young. Stop it. Stop. Now the whole part of abortion is women's fault. How many you pay for? See, what does this mean for us? See, because now you can't even use that as an alternative. That's my point. See, because if we're using our vision, brothers, if we're using our foresight, right, then what we should actually be seeing is they're trying to fix a big problem that they've been patching up. And that problem that they've been patching up has it has eroded the white American family structure. So they're trying to find a way to rebuild it so white women could start having children again by white men. You see? That's what this is about. We have to find a way to get these white women to want to be family with us again. We got to make them want to have our kids. They want to have interracial sex. What is the top porn category? Interracial. Interracial. Everything's interracial. You type in black, you're going to see a white woman with a black dude. You type in black, you're going to see a black man with a white woman. It's all interracial now. It's played out in porn. It's played out in porn. What's going on in real time? You got all these white women, cream pies. Get that cream pie from that black man. What do you think this is about? Brothers, you need to understand what's going on out here. And where you at, where you stand in this. You better believe it, my brother Larry Vaughn. Elijah Muhammad said this. You better believe it. You better believe it. So you think they're not trying to fix it now? Come on, man. What we talking about? I know those stories are true, Letitia. I know. That's why they play them out on TV. Because a lot of these white women are afraid to come out and speak on shit like that. You know how many white girls have babies by their grandfathers? That's normal. That's normal. Don't you understand that? There's white girls who've been having sex with their grandfathers since they was 12 years old. A lot of them got their virginity broke by their fathers, grandfathers, uncles. That's why a lot of them ran off the black men. Oh, I'm going too far now. I'm going too far. I'm going too far now. But the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. They knew that. They knew that back in slavery, those lies about black men raping white women were lies. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. See, as men, we can never forget what this war is really about. Okay? I don't care what year we in. If they haven't got rid of racism, oh, it's still at play in everything that we do. So this shit ain't about black men and black women and black babies. So you black dudes on here that's on that SBE shit, just shut up because you looking stupid. Because this don't even have nothing to do with black folks. Abortions and all, that don't have nothing to do with us. Okay. I don't care how poor we are, niggas ain't gonna stop fucking. Let me say that again for everybody in the back. I don't care how poor we are. I don't care how uneducated we are. We're never going to stop fucking and having kids. So abortion is not a black male or a black woman's problem. It's not. And I don't even agree with abortion. I don't agree with black women aborting babies. Not at all. I don't agree with that shit. I don't. But guess what I do know? I do know that all the abortions that black women are getting every year doesn't affect our population. I do know that. I do know that. I do know no matter how much abortions black women are having, black boys ain't on the verge of extinction. Our numbers as a population are not constantly decreasing every year, but it is for the white race. But it is for the white race. That's why Roe v. Wade was overturned. Okay? All right? Has nothing to do with no one's behavior. Has nothing to do with that. Has nothing to do with black people. I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear. Stop making white folks' problems our problems. But see, that's how white folks have confused us and made us think that if white folks got a problem, it's the world's problem, and it's not. That's their problem. That's between white men and white women. Stay out of their fucking business, nigga. Stay out of their business. You got your own business to tend to, black man. You got your own business you need to tend to. Stop adding yourself into shit because black women do it too. Just like the black women jumped on the abortion train, so did you niggas. So did you. That's why I asked in the beginning of the show, how many of you paid for an abortion? Because if you did, you need to shut up. You need to shut up because you're down with it. You're complicit. And we know why most of you dudes pay for abortion, to cover up your dereliction, to cover up your fuck up. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. You cover up your fuck up. And then what you do, you blame her when she say, no, I'm not going to allow you to cover up your fuck up. Now it's her fault. That's why it's called dereliction. So this whole Roe v. Wade shit, we need to get off this, black folks. Mind your business. Mind your business. Okay? Let white folk fight with white folk. Okay? We should be sitting around plotting and planning on how we going to progress. We sitting around worried about every guy. Black, this is the problem with niggas, man. We love worrying about everyone else's problems but our own. This is the problem with niggas. It's the problem with niggas. We worry about everybody else except us. And the shit is so sickening that as a man, when you're a man that actually care about your people, niggas look at you like something wrong with you. Niggas look at you like something wrong with you for caring about black men. They can't, they try to critique and try to break down why you don't really give a fuck about black men, but you sitting around here concerning yourself with white people problems. Don't you? You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. You're mad at me for being concerned with black people and black men in particular, but you worried about white folks' problems. You in here beefing at me over white people problems. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. And you don't even know it. You ain't even know it. What Rocco say? You ain't even know it. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Crocodile Dundee. I like how you played on that. He said, "Damn, man, you sound like me. I try to stick up for our people, and you have black men attacking me, defending them. It's crazy." Hey. And you know what's crazy, Crocodile Dundee? It'd be more black men attacking you. It'd be more black men attacking you. Like, nigga, you attacking me for caring about you? You sick. You're sick. You're sick. You attacking the people who care about you. To do what? To talk about some people who don't give a fuck? You're sick. That's why I say we got to heal before we build. Sick, man. I'm your enemy because I care about you. You sick. Something has to be wrong with me. I have to be up to something to care about you. Do you know the level of trauma you have to be dealing with to think that way? You're traumatized. That's why I try to tell black men. You so traumatized, you don't even want to hear the truth from a nigga who look like you. You want to hear from your oppressor. You want your oppressor to tell you, yeah, that nigga, he ain't lying. That nigga telling the truth. You want the oppressor to come say, yeah, that nigga telling you the truth. You need to listen to that nigga in order for you to listen to him. You're sick. You're sick. You need the oppressor to come and validate your brother to be your goddamn brother. You sick, man. So if the white man come and say, yeah, that brother, he care. That's when you'll say, yeah, I kind of always thought he cared. I kind of always thought he cared. That's how goofy y'all are. If the oppressor come and say, hey, y'all need to listen to that brother, you gonna listen to him. You gonna listen to him. You gonna listen to him. If the white woman come and say, hey, he's on to something. You're going to go listen to him. You're going to go listen to him. But until then, oh, that nigga don't know what he talking about. Oh, that nigga need to shut up. See that? You see that? That's why I say we got to heal before we build, man. Shout out to Brother Rob, man. Salute, my brother. Salute. Yes, yes, yes. Which I've spoken on the last couple of shows. Mental health. Black men's mental health. That's a fact, Miss Garnetta Brown. It's Akuma say, I will only listen to you, Massa. Says it's okay. Facts. Facts. Oh, that nigga don't know what he's talking about till he becomes a threat to white folks. Y'all are the same niggas who was in the crowd listening to Malcolm, listening to Martin Luther King. Y'all was those same niggas who doubted them, who doubted Marcus Garvey. Y'all was them same niggas. And then when a white man wanted to kill him and hunted them down, that's when you niggas believed them. You niggas are sick, man. You niggas are sick. You niggas are sick. You niggas are sick. He ain't saying shit till white folks want to murder him. You niggas are sick, man. You niggas are sick. And this is why I say we got to heal before we build. Niggas are sick, man. I'm sick too. I ain't sitting here acting like I'm healed. Nigga, I'm sick too. So why don't we heal with each other? Why don't we do that? Why don't we help each other? Who the fuck else gonna help? I just did 2 shows about black men's mental health. And the men who started the intervention programs and the training programs said that there were none there. That's why they created them for black men. No doubt, OG. You already know. Yes, it is, Charles Ramsey. It is depressing, man. It is, man. It is. To know that black men really don't give a fuck about each other. Niggas get up here and talk about, oh, these black women, they don't care about black men. Nigga, you don't. You don't, nigga. All you do is look for, well, he don't know what he talking about. Oh, he didn't do this. He didn't do. That's all you do is look for black men's shortcomings. Just like the fucking oppressor. You do the same shit, nigga. This is why I always ask men, what does this mean to us? Because we be focused on the wrong shit. And shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. I know I done went off on a tangent, but I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. If you enjoyed today's show, Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go. It is going across your screen. If you have donated, I appreciate it. Anybody who hit the super chat, I appreciate it. Let me scroll up, see if I missed any super chats. Scroll up, see if I missed any super chats. Yup. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. He said, everybody wants to claim high value until it's time to reflect it on demand. The price is the price, and masculinity ain't meant to be set on clearance. Exactly. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. Let me see if I missed any other super chats. If I missed any, my apologies. If I missed your super chat, my apologies. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. Much love. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all you visionaries. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. And before we wrap it up, remember, brothers, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build, because we are our own agency. We are our own agency. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.